What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ernest here, back with a Miami Heat talk video. Zach LaVine to the Miami Heat. Can this happen? Let's talk about it. Before we get started, you guys, please take a moment, smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. It takes 5 seconds to do it. Just click that button. Really helps your boy out. We're trying to grow this channel to 3,000 subscribers. And you guys know, every time I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I'm going to do something special for you guys. Now, with that said, you guys, let's go rocking and rolling with another Miami Heat talk video. Now, this video is going to be about Zach LaVine. Now, the Miami Heat are riding high with a 6-game winning streak. We got a 7-4 record, third in the Eastern Conference. So this Miami Heat is looking to make noise this season. All that hate, all that crap talk about Damian Lillard, it's gone for right now. I'm sure every single person is shocked and surprised with how the Miami Heat is playing. Now, with this momentum that we currently have, is it smart for the Miami Heat to go all in for a player like Zach LaVine? Now, it was reported yesterday by Shams Charania, one of the biggest NBA insiders, that Zach LaVine and the Chicago Bulls are working towards a trade. The Bulls are 4-7 right now, you guys. This project they have hasn't worked with Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball. We know the situation with Lonzo Ball with the injury. It just hasn't worked for them. And the net rating between DeRozan, LaVine, and Vucevic, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But anyways, the net rating between those three guys, it's in the negative. So it's obviously not working. So now Chicago's just going to blow this team up. And you know what? It does make a lot of sense for Chicago. You know, they really have had the short end of the stick since the Chicago Bulls run with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman with the 6 championships. You had Derrick Rose, that blew up in your face. You got the Jimmy Butler era. They let him go for next to nothing. All those years living in mediocrity, you're finally getting, you get Zach LaVine, that's coming up. You trade for him. You get Nikola Vucevic, you get DeMar DeRozan, you get Lonzo Ball, and you're thinking this team's going to be great. In the 2022 season, they were the first seed until Lonzo Ball got injured. So I understand why Chicago's looking to make this trade. It makes a lot of sense. Now, this is going to be very similar with the whole Damian Lillard situation. Because when you're a team like Chicago, similar to Portland was this offseason, you're rebuilding. What do you need when you rebuild with trading a superstar like Zach LaVine? You need a few things. You need expiring contracts, you need young assets, and you need future first-round picks. Like I spoke about all offseason with Damian Lillard, Miami has all of those. Now, it's funny that this Zach LaVine situation is coming up, you guys, because I'm not sure if you remember, 2 weeks ago, there was rumors hinting that the Chicago Bulls may be open to trading for Zach LaVine. And when that happened, Vegas set out odds of what team would be the favorites to get him. And the number one team that Vegas put was the Miami Heat, saying that the Miami Heat were the more likely team to trade for Zach LaVine. And look, Zach LaVine is one hell of an exceptional player. I mean, his numbers has dipped this season, but I probably feel because of the situation that he's at. For 5 straight years, the dude averaged 24 or more points a game. He gives you great efficiency with rebounds, assists, he steals, he plays great efficiency on defense. But for me, to trade for Zach LaVine, I don't think Miami needs to go all in. If you guys remember 2 videos ago that I posted yesterday in the morning with Alex Caruso, I said that if the Miami Heat wants to make a trade, they need to sit back and just wait. This team is doing good currently construed. So you don't need to make a desperate trade for someone and go all in that may kill you. It's kind of like what I said yesterday. The rumor for the Alex Caruso trade was Kevin Love, Thomas Bryant, Jaime Jaquez, future first-round draft picks. Hell no, I wouldn't do that because we don't need to. You trade for a Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso, another player, when they come to you. When the situation is so bad there that Pat Riley can put his pimp hat on, walk into the room, and get a deal done. Now, look, a lot of people are going to say Pat Riley can't do this. A lot of people are going to throw shade on Pat Riley. the argument is fair because Riley has swung out the last few off seasons, but I feel that Riley has one more left in him. Is that one more Zach LaVine though? Now I'm going to give you guys two different trade package options, and I want you guys to tell me which one you think is better. Now, obviously, I believe the second one is going to be better, but here's the real question I want to ask. Which one do you guys think is going to be more realistic? Now, Zach LaVine right now is making $43 million. He's on a 5-year, $215 million contract. This is the second year of that contract. So he does have 3 more playable years, including this year, with a player option in his 5th year when he's 31 years old. Chances are he's going to opt out of that. We know that. So what can the Miami Heat do to make a package? So let's start with the first trade option. Now, this has been reported by other media outlets, online. This is a trade package that the internet feels is best. You take Zach LaVine, you take Alex Caruso, you send them to Miami for Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero, and future first-round draft picks. On paper, that sounds like a great trade, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm not doing that deal. Zach LaVine is 27 years old. We've seen what we've seen with Zach LaVine, and this season he's regressed. Tyler Hero, before the game with the ankle injury that he suffered, if you take that game out of the equation, because that game he only scored 8 points when he injured his ankle. Before that, and that game with the low average killed his season averages. But if you look before that game, Tyler Hero's averages were 26 points a game, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, a steal a game, shooting over 40% for 3, almost 50% for the field goal. Tyler Hero is only 23 years old. And let's not forget, you guys, Hero is on a very favorable contract. A lot of people a couple of years ago saying that was a bad contract. 4 years, $120 million with a guy averaging those numbers, that's a bargain. So do you really want to trade Tyler Hero, who's only 23, who honestly, you guys, in my opinion, is only getting better? He's only evolving. Tyler Hero can be at one point a guy averaging anywhere from 28 to 30 points a game. Laugh at me, but you're seeing what he's doing this season. It's definitely doable. He's getting better. Jimmy Butler's allowing him to take that step. So is it really smart for the Miami Heat to trade Tyler Hero for Zach LaVine? Now, I've said this before. I'm totally willing to trade I'm totally willing to trade Tyler Hero for the right player. Damian Lillard was the right player. I know Damian Lillard's not doing great in Milwaukee right now, you guys, but that's, in my opinion, that's just because he's not happy in Milwaukee. If he was traded to the Miami Heat, I believe he would have done a lot better this season. Would our record be different? Who knows? Because you got to get chemistry in there. But I feel that it was a good idea. Guys, give me 1 second. Hang on. Sorry, you guys, in the middle of work. Anyways, so with trading Tyler Hero, you got to trade for the right player. 2 years ago when Kevin Durant was available, I understand that. When Damian Lillard's available, I understand that. If you're going after a Joel Embiid, a Giannis Antetokounmpo, a Luka Doncic, you know what I mean, you guys? You know, maybe even, I wouldn't even say Trae Young. I wouldn't put him in that category. But if you guys get my drift, Tyler Hero with his $27 million contract, it's a favorable contract. And if you're going to trade him with the fact that he can just get better, the reward needs to be much better. And if you ask me, you guys, I don't think Zach LaVine is better than Tyler Hero, especially on this team. Because one thing we got to take into account, you guys, is the word chemistry. Chemistry is very important. Tyler Hero has been playing with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo for almost 5 years now. Kyle Lowry has been with the team. This is his 3rd season now. These guys have worked together. They've had long playoff runs. You take these 2 guys off this team, bring in Zach LaVine and an Alex Caruso, it's not guaranteed that it's going to work. And if you ask me on the offensive end, I think Tyler Hero's better than Zach LaVine. So no, that's not the trade that I would do. So that was package one. Here's package two, which is my trade option. Now, obviously, people are going to say probably there's no way this can get done. Chicago won't do it, but listen first. Because what did I say Chicago needed? Expiring contracts, young assets, future first round draft picks. And this package has all of it. So the Miami Heat gets Zach LaVine. You can throw Alex Caruso in that mix too. I'm totally fine with that. I would love Alex Caruso on this team. And especially with this package, you got to get Caruso. So the Miami Heat get Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. And in return, they send the Chicago Bulls Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Chicago's choice of either Nikola Jovic or Caleb Martin, and 2 to 3 future first round draft picks, including pick swaps as well. Now, before you say, Ernest, what the hell are you talking about? Chicago would never accept that. Think for a second. Now, look, I know there's other suitors for Zach LaVine. Philadelphia is having one hell of an incredible season. The 76ers behind Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are dominating. They have interest in Zach LaVine as well. So if you're trying to trade for Zach LaVine, you got to compete with the 76ers. So that's why I understand Tyler Hero's names are in the rumors. However, what the Miami Heat can offer with that package I just said just gives Chicago everything they need. You got Kyle Lowry, who has a $30 million expiring contract. Like I said all offseason with Portland as well. You don't have to keep Kyle Lowry. You get Kyle Lowry, you can trade him to another team, you can waive him, you can buy him out. There's so many options, but he's an expiring contract, which means that's $30 million off your books. Duncan Robinson has evolved this season. He's not just a shooter anymore. He's evolved so much in the game. He passes now. He creates his own shot. He drives. He cuts. He is now on a bargain contract, which last year everybody's saying it was a ridiculous contract. That's how funny the NBA is. But Duncan Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, is now a tradable contract. Caleb Martin is on the second year of a 3-year contract. Next season, he'll most likely opt out. So that's another expiring contract Chicago can have, or they can re-sign Caleb and look at Caleb as their future with a rebuilding team. Why the hell not? Dude could have been Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Or they can take Nikola Jovic. Nikola Jovic, who's only 20 years old, who has a lot of room to grow, who showed out in the World Cup, has huge problems defensively, but if he goes to Chicago, he's going to get a lot of playing time, and he's going to show what he can actually do. He's not working well in Miami just because of his defense. We're a defensive team. So maybe it's better to get Jovic to the Chicago Bulls. And then the Bulls can get 2 to 3 future first-round draft picks. Now, look, the picks aren't going to be the best from the Heat, but at the end of the day, if you're a team going into the draft and you have 2 first-round draft picks, that's amazing. So right there, you guys, is my trade package. I want you guys to tell me in the comments, which one do you think is more realistic? Do you believe that we're going to have to give up Tyler Hero for Zach LaVine? And if we have to, would you do it? Or do you think this could get to a point where Zach LaVine could be traded here with Alex Caruso for Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, future first-round draft picks, or they can have Nikola Jovic besides Caleb Martin? So I want you guys to tell me what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments, you guys. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll be honest with you guys before I close this out. The only way that I feel the package for Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, or Jovic works is if Zach LaVine says he wants to come to the Miami Heat, similar to Damian Lillard. It's going to be a tough process, but it's like I've said before. The Heat don't need to trade for Zach LaVine. That's why you don't include Tyler Hero in this deal. If you can get Zach LaVine without trading Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, or Jimmy Butler, that, ladies and gentlemen, is a steal. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning to the video, you guys. I know I posted a Zach LaVine video yesterday. I had to delete it. There was a situation that happened. I had to get rid of the video. Don't want to go into details, so I wanted to give you guys another video today about that. No injury report has been given for the game tomorrow against Brooklyn and Miami. I will give you guys the updates when I get it. Hopefully Caleb Martin can play, but you know Miami Heat trying to get that 7th straight. Thank y'all so much for your time, and until next time, your boy Ernest out. That's enough said. Let's go Heat.